Party people. As you can see, I've had a beanie on for the last 3 hours, so my hair looks like I look great. If you're watching this, Happy New Year. It's actually considered January 1st of 2026 right now. It's 1 in the morning. I just got back from a bonfire, seeing all of my friends in one place, and it's really cold out where I am. Abnormally cold. It's in the low 30s, which it never happens here. So I have 2 layers of clothes on, and I was just wearing a beanie. But I was just thinking about today the value of actually trying, and I feel like many people say that they tried, but deep down don't feel too happy about it because they know that they could have tried harder. And also the idea of leading a horse to water. If you've never heard that saying before, it's basically this idea of you can only do so much. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So you can show someone everything that they need to know in order to do something, but you can't actually make them do the work and take action. And I find that these two lessons coincide a bit because a lot of people will say that they tried to help someone and use the idea of lead a horse to water as a cope or as a cop-out. And they'll say, well, I did everything that I can do to help this person. But the reality is that they really could have tried a lot more, and there was a lot more that they could have done, but they're using that and the idea that I tried as a cop-out for giving up or not feeling like it, not wanting to help the other person, or laziness, really. And the only reason I say this is because sometimes I have some friends that have hard times. Everybody has hard times. I have hard times. But a lot of people will just say I gave them advice and they didn't take it, and so that's all I could have done. But I think that just saying something or little actions doesn't work anymore. And so you really have to, if you really want to help someone or do something nice for someone, you have to make it bold and unpredictable. And what I mean by that is really just action speaks louder than words. So if somebody's having a hard time, doing something for them does a lot more than saying something. So explaining some pep talk or some speech maybe is useful, but they probably won't do anything with that. It probably won't help, and it's probably wasted words. But actually doing something to help them or get them out of their rut or get them closer to where they want to be is going to make a lasting impression on them. And I think that most people will just give people advice and then say, well, I did all that I can do, and then cop out and say I can lead a horse to water, can't make it drink. But if you would have done something, taken action in some sort of way to help that person, I guess this is a horrible example and this probably will never happen, but just for the concept of the idea, imagine your friend wants to have a cleaner room and they're really down about it. And instead of just saying, well, you should set a schedule to clean it, or this is how you should clean it, or just be more disciplined or whatever, or you can just clean the room, or at least start or help in some way, do it with them, and you not basically talking down them or taking trying to give them advice as if you're above them, and doing something with them or for them is going to give them the feeling that I would say for them is probably a little bit less lasting than doing it with them. Because if you do it for them, then it's they're just better than me because they'll clean the room. But if you do it with them, it's you are on the same level as me. We will do this together. And then they will remember that forever. And so instead of, we'll go back to the example, if you're a friend that really wants to clean the room and they're down about it, instead of just saying, you just need to be more disciplined, and then they're in a rut and you're well, I did all I can do. I can only tell them what they can do. They actually have to do it. The reality is if you said, hey, you should be more disciplined, but let's go clean your room right now. Let's do it right now together. And you go and help them and you don't give them any advice, do whatever. You actually tried. You put in the effort besides just giving them the words. You showed action, you took action, and nobody's going to ever do that. And so one, it'll make a lasting impression, and it'll probably help them out of the rut, and they'll remember that. And then they'll be energized to clean their room more often. And they'll remember that you were there when they needed you, and you didn't just tell them what to do and not really care with empty words. You actually put an effort to try and help them. And by doing that, one, you feel a lot better about yourself because you know that you actually tried and didn't just kind of find a cop-out reason like, oh, well, I told them they just have to take action now. Like, you can both take action together. Like, some things can be done. Now, this doesn't apply to every situation, but, like, in a lot of cases it does. So, just something cool to keep in mind that I'm trying to apply into my own life a little bit. I'm trying to emphasize relationships a lot more in the new year because I think that they're extremely, extremely important, which I kind of consider those daily updates a form of relationships, like with random people, with myself. It's all the same, but yeah, those are the thoughts for the day. Happy New Year. I hope you guys have a phenomenal year, and I hope that you started early on your New Year's resolutions or goals. There's no difference between the 31st and the 1st of January, so probably better to get started early, but it's a little bit late for that now. So I will see you guys tomorrow, or I guess today, maybe. I don't know. It's today, as in, that was a really bad joke. I'm sorry. I'm going to go to bed. Yeah, peace. Love you guys.